Hey everybody, Adam And here. I just wanted to give you guys a brief introduction to the new shipbuilding system. We have this seasons shard, which is a seasonal shard, resets every 3 months. And season one is pretty straightforward, classic UO style, a couple changes. But season two, we're letting the players sort of define the direction. And season two is going to be very strongly player driven economy. Vendors don't really buy or sell, they don't buy anything and they sell very little. For instance, you won't be able to buy a ship on season two. But what you can do is you can build your own ship. So that's really what I wanted to demonstrate here. I won't go into all the other season two aspects. We're just going to focus on this. So shipbuilding is interesting. You can see my backpack here. I'm just showing sort of the things that go into making a ship. But you will start by buying ship plans. So you talk to your Ship Wright, and you're going to buy boat plans or ship plans, right? You don't buy a deed. So let's start with the probably the most interesting one, a large dragon boat. So the prices for plans are about half the price of if you were to buy a deed outright and then just go place a boat. Plans are significantly less expensive because you're going to have a collaborative effort to actually produce the ship. So let's go ahead and buy some plans here. All right, so I've got my ship plans, and it tells me it's not started yet. Let's go ahead and double click it. And so we need a hull, sails, rigging, hardware, sealant, and navigation. So let's go ahead and build the hull. So the way that plans work is the crafting updates the plans, and it doesn't generate intermediate objects, like it doesn't drop a boat hull in your backpack. So the plans are updated once you're able to craft these different parts of the boat. So the hull, that's going to be a carpenter. That's the wood framing that goes into the boat. So let's go ahead and start that. So we're gonna get some wood here. Okay, so let's see how much we need here. So you'll find a new shipbuilding category in several of the menus: tinkering, alchemy, carpentry. So let's go see what we can do in carpentry. So we can build a small boat hull, dragon, medium, large, and large dragon. And then we can look over here to see what's required. We're building the large dragon boat hull right now. So let's see what we need. So we need 1,300 boards. Okay. So let's do that. So I'm just going to cheat a little bit and create 1,300 boards. And we're going to go ahead and make it now. I failed to create the item. Okay, that's reasonable. So let's go ahead and we lost some materials, but I'm just going to cheat here and set it back to 1,300. All right, failed again. Ooh, 3 fails in a row. Okay, there we go. So we successfully created the hull. So let's double click our plans and see where we're at. So as you can see, hull is completed. So now we need to move on to the sails, and I happen to know that that's a job for a tailor. Going to take a bunch of cloth and some thread. So let's go over here to the tailor and shipbuilding parts, and we want the sails for a large dragon. All right, let's see what's required. 1,300 cloth and 15 spools of thread. All right, so we put our thread in the backpack. We want 1,300 cloth, and let's make it. Maybe we'll be more lucky this time. Nope. These ships are a little bit hard to build, but we'll get it. Okay, we created the sails for our large dragon boat. So let's take a look at the plans. You can see the hull is completed, the sails are completed. Now we need some rigging. Rigging is a task for the tinker. Let's go see what's required for rigging. Shipbuilding, ship rigging. Let's see what's required. We need marine rope and a marine pulley. I'm not going to go through creation of those items. You'll find that you can create a marine pulley from the tinkering menu. It's going to require beeswax and rope or ingots. Yeah, that's right. For the pulley, yeah, you're going to need ingots and beeswax for the rope, marine rope. You're going to need rope and beeswax to seal it from water. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. We're going to need marine rope. We're going to need 25. I happen to have those pre-made here. So we got 25 marine rope, and we need marine pulleys. How many we need? 8. Okay, let's go ahead and make it. Okay, so I created the rigging. So let's take a look and see. Yep, rigging is complete. So we're halfway done here. We're on our way to the large dragon boat. Now we need ship hardware. Let's see what's required for that. Okay, so this is ingots and boards and logs. So we need 75 iron ingots. Some more wood here. We need 10 boards. Okay, let's make it. All right, we created the item. Let's take a look and see where we're at. Okay, we're getting close here. We've got our hardware, rigging, sails, and hull. Now we need sealant. Your small boats don't require sealant. There's enough rigidity to the frame to block out water, but when you get into the larger boats, they're going to need a little bit of sealant to prevent leaks. So this is actually a task for the alchemist. So let's go ahead and see what we need there. Okay, again, we're going to take a look at shipbuilding. Ship sealant, that's one of the things that we're going to want to make. What does it require? Beeswax and spider's silk. The spider's silk gives it the netting, holds the wax together, and then the wax gives it the waterproofing. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Okay, how many beeswax do we need? 10. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and produce the sealant. Okay, so we produced our sealant. We've updated the plans. We're at 83% complete now. All we need is the navigation system. A little bit more complex. You've got a lot of moving parts. You've got gears and sextant components, clock components, and a world map. So we're going to finish off the ship with the navigation system. The small boats don't have navigation. The large boats do. So let's go ahead and hand that job back to the tinker. Shipbuilding, navigation. What do we need? A world map. We got that. Gears, we need 10. Yep, we got 10 gears. Sextant parts, we need 1. And clock parts, we need 1. Let's cross our fingers and hope we get it. Okay, we did it. So we created the navigation system. Let's take a look at our ship plans. Everything's done. We're 100% complete. All that's left now is to assemble our boat. Easy. So that's a job for the carpenter. So we go back to carpentry, shipbuilding, and we're going to assemble the ship. I think it requires a couple boards, sure, 25 just to do the finishing work. All right, let's do it. And keep your eye up here. If we're successful, we'll get a little ship. Nope. Let's give it another go. One more time. There we go. So there we have it. We have just assembled a large dragon boat. We're going to go ahead and run over to the ocean and drop that thing in there. And there we go. You just built your first ship. So that's really it in a nutshell. Seasons 2 will be very much player driven. It's a cooperative effort. I mean, you could certainly build a craftsman that had all of these skills. You don't have to be GM in all of them, but it certainly helps a lot. But anyway, that's the shipbuilding, and see you on seasons 2.